Previously on RPG Roulette. You wake up suddenly in a room that you don't recognize, and your memories are a little bit fuzzy. You know your name's Tom, but there's not a lot else that you seem to be able to remember. And in this room with you is another bed with a elf who also seems to have just woken up on it.
My name is Zuke.
My name is Kernix. Kernix of Dexterous.
Did you say Kermit?
Did you bring me here? How did I get here? The walls in here are also this kind of deep bricked cinder block. There are torches illuminating every 10 feet or so down this corridor, and on the kind of embedded in these walls are these little niches with carved out stone faces.
Well, I was walking down a hallway with a large dragon, and then I was here. And I was running rather, and I ran, and then there was a wall, and then I shot a magic missile at the gargoyle, and now I'm talking to you.
It's not me. It's a gargoyle, but it's not like the monster gargoyle that's going to attack you. It's a statue of one.
So I summon a Fey spirit for 1 hour. They can take the form of any animal. So I'm going to do it in the form of a wolf.
As soon as he does that, Zuke jumps on it.
He has this kind of ribbon tied around its bones that doesn't seem to have withered like the rest of its skulls, that has these runes placed all around it. And as you're inspecting it, you notice that you also have one of those ribbons tied around your wrist.
And I will say, in order to cast a spell, Zuke pulls out a bright red egg and just holds that in front of him. But I did just find my best friend! And he pulls out a little chipmunk. It is a live chipmunk. Its name is Pock.
The walls kind of open up a little bit, and you see lots and lots of people sitting in stands. And you notice that you are in an arena. Alright everyone, welcome back to RPG Roulette, the RPG show where everyone's a game master and the story keeps twisting and turning. This episode, Noah Jones is going to be our DM. And without further ado, I'm going to hand it off to him. Let's get this thing going.
Alright, so as you exit the maze into the grassy arena, you see thousands of people above and around you in bleachers and stands, watching and cheering. Before you, you see the dwarf, the elf, and the half-orc. What do you do?
I think I'm going to go ahead and pull out my rapier. I'm not going to immediately attack, but I'm going to look around, try to, I have a feeling that this is pretty stunning for Cedric. He's been in these dark tunnels, doesn't know where he is, and now there's just an arena with other people. So I'm going to ready in case something happens, but I'm not going to go ahead and attack.
I'm going to wave at him.
Alright, so then
I forgot what Zuke sounds like, so I'm going to try to get his voice back real quick. Tell me if this is what he sounded like. Is this correct?
That's exactly it.
More or less. Okay, good. Yes, it's Zuke here. Good to meet you, or see you again, I guess.
So the dwarf comes up to be like, do you guys know what's been happening? I'm very confused.
We just came through a wall.
Through a wall?
Do you have a sandwich, my man? My dude? My guy?
No, I mean, the three of us, we just were in this giant maze, and we found this spiral staircase and walked up it, and here we are now, just stuck here. The name's Ivan, and he reaches out to shake your hands.
Tom shakes his hand, excitedly.
Excitedly?
What's your name, my good human?
I'm Tom. It's a pleasure to meet you, my man, my duder.
Ivan, nice to meet you. And the elf walks up. Excuse me, who are you guys, and what are you all doing here? I am very confused.
We would ask you the same thing.
I mean, did you come from the maze as well?
Did we come what?
Did you come from the maze?
Oh, yes. We were walking around in the maze, and we discovered, not a lot. Really, we just kind of wandered around. We just kind of wandered around until there was an opening in the wall.
There's a gargoyle guy? Yeah, that's right.
The half-orc also walks over.
What language is that?
You just realize that he has a axe embedded in his head, and he's probably not actually speaking anything. They're not really sure.
Do you know this guy?
What happened to him?
I don't know. He came with us this way. There were 4 of us. There was a human along with us, but he didn't make it. And now we made it into this arena, and we're very confused. Why are there so many people staring at us? Then all of a sudden, a loud, snarling voice rises from all directions around you. Champions! Only one team may survive. Now, fight!
Did he say foot? Is that what he said? Did he say foot?
Oh, I think he said fight.
Oh.
I think he said flight, like birds when they flap.
That can't be right at all.
The elf draws his bow.
Can I switch teams?
I don't know who you are, and I am so sorry, but I will be dying here tonight, and fires his bow at you. Everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, good grief. I got a 13.
I had a +2 on Dex, so I was like, that's good. And then I rolled a 4, so it just didn't matter.
So, you hate to see that.
So, Cedric and Zuke, you both jump out of the way, rolling fabulously. However,
I don't leave the wolf.
16.
No. You just pull him
I yank
aside.
it. I yank the wolf.
Tom, my good man, you get hit by the arrow and take 3 damage.
How did he shoot it at all 3 of us?
Happens to the best of us.
Say, you're pretty good with that.
I'm sorry, but I really don't like you. And everybody roll for initiative.
It's a 14.
That's a 16.
It's a 10.
Guys, I just want to say I'm having fun.
Heck yeah.
I'm glad for that, Keaton.
This is the first initiative roll I've heard in so long that I didn't have to keep track of.
Oh, man. That's a great feeling.
Forgot to bring a notebook, so I have to type this out. So Keaton, then Hunter, then... Okay, cool. So, Luke, what do you do?
Well, I guess Zuke's going to shoot a ray of frost.
Okay.
A frigid beam of blue-white light streaks toward a creature within range. I'm going to shoot it at, I guess, was it the half-elf that shot at us?
It was just a regular elf, but yes, the elf shot.
Oh, right, the elf. Yeah, I'm going to shoot at the elf. So I'm going to do a ranged spell attack on the target. So it's a... Ooh, that's natural 20, so that's going to hit.
Yeah.
And then, so it's going to take 1d8 cold damage, but I guess in this case it's going to take 2.
I want you to you'll give him a full 8 and then roll the second one, and so it'll be 8 plus whatever you roll.
Ooh, okay, that's fun. So 8 plus 5.
Okay, so you shoot this ray of frost, and it hits him in the shoulder, and the shoulder that it hits starts being encased in icy icicles, and you can tell that he is feeling it.
Cool, and it also his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn. And then I guess I'm going to hop off the wolf now and then just kind of run away. Just kind of flee a little bit.
Okay, yeah, you can run away. You can run in the opposite direction. That's good. Okay, yeah, and you're good. And they're actually not close enough for you to get me. They're actually they're quite a bit of ways from you. They were very, I'm confused about who you were, so they didn't get too close. So you're all good. Keaton, what do you do?
I think Cedric looks around, and I think he's pretty nervous about all this. He doesn't really want to fight to the death, so he's gonna try to climb, if he can, up this arena towards the stands.
Okay.
Coward!
You can try that. Yeah, make an athletics check for me.
Oof. Yeah, that's a 5.
Yeah, so you start climbing up the wall. The wall around this arena is made of a slick metal, and so you try to climb up it, but you immediately fall down and land face first. Into
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt you, but now you're prone.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tom, what do you do?
I'm going to cast a spell.
All right, what spell are you going to cast?
I'm going to cast Flame Blade.
Okay.
Don't use it on the elf. He'll melt.
What does Flame Blade do?
So basically, it summons like a fiery scimitar, and I can attack with it, and they take 3d6 fire damage.
Oh, dang, son. All right, well, who are you attacking?
You said the orc had an axe in his head already?
Yes.
Is he kind of like, is he still functioning, or is he like about to go down?
Oh, I mean, he seems perfectly fine. I think that was there before the maze.
Good, good. I'm gonna attack the guy that shot at me, because that was pretty rude.
All right, yeah, go and hit the elf.
17, so I assume that'll hit.
17 will hit.
See how much damage I do. 7.
7, okay.
Math is hard.
All right, so you bring this flaming scimitar right across his chest, and you see that it leaves a burning gash inside of him. It doesn't kill him, but he is stumbling. He is stumbling.
See, it's not nice to shoot people, my man.
All right, so the dwarf pulls out his warhammer and runs towards you, Tom. And he completely misses you. Like, he brings his hammer down, and, like, it embeds itself in the dirt behind you.
A dwarf with a warhammer. How original.
Zuke, because of your sassy comment, the half-orc charges towards you with 2 battle axes, swinging one of them with a 17. Will a 17 hit?
Yes, unfortunately.
All right, and he deals you 5 damage with the first one, and then brings around, he has multi-attack, swinging his second axe with a 17 again, and deals you 3 damage.
So that's 8 total?
That is 8 total. Then the elf sees good old Cedric
Heyo.
quite a bit of ways away, trying to, lying on the ground, and he rolls with disadvantage. And, does that 19 hit? Because I think it should.
Mm-hmm.
I think it should.
Yep.
He deals you 5 piercing damage with his longbow.
Now I have to do math.
It doesn't feel good, does it, my man?
No.
All right, good old Zuke, what do you do?
Let's see here. Zuke's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay. Explain what Hypnotic Pattern does.
Well, first of all, he's going to say, "Hey, stupids, look over here!" to get their attention. But you create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. The range is 120 feet. So are they all within 30 feet of each other, or are there two
most
closer
definitely.
together?
No,
cool.
they're pretty close. They're surrounding both you and Tom. So, they're pretty close to both of you.
The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must take a wisdom saving throw. So that, I guess, would include Tom.
Yes.
I want to make it incredibly clear when you yelled, "Hey, stupids," Tom immediately turned to look over there.
Okay, cool. So it says, on a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. The duration is concentration 1 minute. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends for an infected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. So it hypnotizes them until they're attacked or are, shaken awake. If they fail. And the saving throw they need to beat is 14.
Ivan the dwarf and Maruk the half-orc eyes glaze over in a definite stupor. The elf looks very confused as to why his people are, now sitting there staring lovingly into your eyes.
Your boy got an 18 on his saving roll, so...
Nice.
Hey, Zuke, that was a stupendous.
Wow. Thanks for that, Keaton.
Okay.
Or was that
No, that was
Cedric?
me. That was Keaton.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so I totally forgot to have the Dragonborn do something, so I'm going to make him go now.
Wait, Dragonborn?
Kernix of Dracaris, the Dragonborn that is in your...
Kermit!
That was me, my character, who is now not me. The Dragonborn runs... up to the elf and swings his battle axe and misses by a long shot. So, good old Cedric, what are you doing with your face in the mud with an arrow sticking out of your butt?
Well, I reckon I'm going to stand right on up.
It's a great idea.
And I have a feeling that's my whole action. Maybe I stand up and I pull the arrow out.
Okay, cool. Tom, what do you do?
So, my flaming sword, the duration is 10 minutes, so I'm going to attack with it again.
Alright, who are you attacking?
The elf's the only one that's still, like, standing, so I think I'll go for him.
Alright.
Plus, I just really don't like him, because he shot me. And
he did. That jerk.
I rolled a 15. Will that hit?
15 will hit.
Heck yes. Let's roll damage, baby.
Baby.
Ooh! 13 damage.
Okay, so how do you want to decimate this poor elf?
I run up to him this time with my flaming blade, and I cut his head off, and then I just kind of look at it and shrug.
Alright. So you cut his head off and shrug, and his body just hits the ground, slightly smoking and flaming from your awesome radiant sword.
Tom, he doesn't seem like he's done this before, but he also doesn't seem that surprised.
So, okay, so now for the other two guys, they can't make any saving throws to get out of this, right? They're just kind of stuck.
No, that was the one saving throw, so once they get attacked, they'll wake up.
Gotcha. Alright, well, Zuke, it's back to you then, because the two of them are just standing there like buffoons, enamored by your awesomeness.
I'm just gonna keep on concentrating on the spell to hold him in place. And while I'm concentrating on the spell, I'm gonna yell out to my comrades and say, "How's everybody doing? Tom, you just killed a guy. You all right? You doing well?"
That's what we're supposed to do, right? We get to win if we fight. Do we get a prize now, my man?
I suppose so. I don't know.
I love prizes.
I'd say take these two out one at a time while I hold this.
Can do.
Alright, so then Kernix is gonna run up to them and breathe fire at them, and since they can't move or anything, I'm going to assume that that's going to hit them. So they're gonna take 7 damage each, and they are, a little toasted, but they don't seem too bad, but the fire awakens them from their stupor, and they both scream, "Oh my goodness, we're on fire!"
Kernix, I told you one at a time, my friend.
Cedric, what do you do?
How close are these guys together?
Just ruined my spell.
They are right next to each other.
Oh, screw this. I unsheath my rapier and I dash at the half-orc with it.
Okay.
What is that number? That is a 13.
13 will hit.
Okay. It's going to be a 6 plus 4, so that's going to be a 10 damage.
Ooh. Okay, so you poke this dude real well with your sword, and he's bleeding heavily.
All right, and so also as a rogue, if another combatant is within 5 feet of it, I can do a sneak attack on it and do that with my finesse weapon, which is also my rapier. So I'm going to also roll against the dwarf.
Go right ahead.
And that one's going to be, what is 7 plus 8? 15.
15 will not hit.
Okay.
So your rapier glances off of his heavy armor and does nothing to him.
All right.
Tom, what do you do?
I am going to tell my wolf to attack, since it has not canonically been gotten rid of yet.
All right, cool. Who's the wolf going to attack?
I want him to attack the half-orc.
All right, roll the hit.
So I rolled a 13.
13 will hit. 13 will hit.
Nice. So he did 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, so you hit this dude, and use the wolf. Okay, so the wolf runs up to him and pounces this guy and knocks him prone, and the wolf pretty much just rips out his throat. Yeah, this orc dude is very much dead.
Yay!
All right, so the dwarf looks at the wolf that is eating his friend and makes a Warhammer attack, and I'm assuming, will a 9 hit the wolf? I don't think it will.
It will indeed.
Well, but he is going to hit your poor little baby and deal him 8 damage.
That'll take care of him. He is RIP.
Okay, so yeah, he brings his Warhammer down and crushes the wolf's head, splattering his brains everywhere. So Zuke, you just saw your mount get plastered. What do you do?
I mean, it wasn't mine. I was just riding it.
Oh man.
How close am I to the orc, the half orc or whatever?
The dwarf is the only one left. I mean the half orc
the dwarf
is dead.
How close am I? How close am I to the dwarf?
You're probably about 30 feet away from him.
Dang. Speed's only 25. I guess in that case I'm going to shoot a firebolt at him. Ranged spell. That's 13 plus 5. That's an 18.
That most definitely hits.
Sweet. On a hit, the target takes 2d10 fire damage.
Ooh. Oh.
So yeah, takes 7 damage.
Okay. So this thing blasts him right in the chest. Oh, he stumbles backwards. He looks okay, but pretty singed. Cedric, what do you do?
I have a short bow. I'm going to try to hit him with that.
Oh yeah, you're right. You were standing over the dead half orc's body.
Well,
Okay.
That's going to probably not hit. That's a 14.
14 will not hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Your rapier again. You're close, but it just glances off of his really heavy armor.
Cool.
Tom, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast another spell.
Ooh.
I'm full of magic.
Keep track of your slots.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna cast Erupting Earth.
Explain to us what that does. That sounds interesting.
Basically, I kind of make like the ground kind of like under someone erupt, and it's like an attack. Like I kind of make like a stone pillar come out of the ground and hit them, basically.
You know Earthbenders? It's like that.
That sounds beautiful. Okay.
To visualize this, I want to be like Tom. He looks to the dwarf like straight on, and he just punches the ground. And it erupts up. If I roll well.
If not, that's gonna be really funny.
Sweet. I rolled a 18, and then it has a +3. So 20.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Just Tom punches the ground, breaks his hand.
Oh, he has to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he rolled a 6.
That's not gonna do it. So
No.
he takes 27 damage.
What?
if you fail the dexterity saving throw, you take 3d12 damage.
Good grief.
Okay, so he's going to die. Do you wanna explain to us how this erupting pillar?
So this pillar just like erupts out from under him, and he just goes like flying and lands somewhere in the stands.
Okay, yeah. You see him flying, and he's screaming as he's flying. Ah! And he hits the stands. You just hear like a crunch as he hits the stand, and everyone in the stands just kind of go silent for a second.
Show off.
And then the stands just erupt in a uproarious applause. Everyone is just screaming for you guys. And as the challengers are screaming from under the ground all around you, these heavily armed guards in black armor just kind of like whoosh, come up from underground carrying heavy crossbows and blow sticks. And they rise up around you, start inching towards you. What do you do?
Oh boy.
We won. Tom starts waving at them. We won, guys.
How many are there?
There are like 10 heavily armed dudes just like walking towards you. Oh yeah, no, you're surrounded.
I don't really have any skills that can help me out here. I have Mask of the Wild, but I don't think I'm going to be able to hide in this grass very well.
All of the guards carrying blow sticks fire darts at all of you simultaneously. Everyone make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof, that is not good. That's an 8.
Hey boys, I crit.
I rolled a 6, but +2, so 8.
So you rolled a crit. Okay, so Zuke and Tom, as the darts hit you, you all immediately pass out in a fade of white. Cedric, you kind of are able to like duck around all of them, and all the guards aim their crossbows at you. What do you do?
What about Kernix?
Oh, Kernix. Oh no, he got hit in the back of the head and was like gone.
Okay. I'm really not into this as the character, not as the player. I'm having fun. Thank you. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna try to like escape if I can. The portal that we came out of, I guess I'm just gonna try to dash through the guards towards it.
Okay, make an athletics check to see if you can.
That's just a 13.
The 13, no. One of the guards grabs you and throws you back into the middle of the circle, and they all fire their blow darts at you again. Make another Constitution saving throw.
Please crit again. I want to just keep this going. Constitution. That's a 19.
A 19. Oh my goodness! So like, one of the darts hits you, but you pull it out really quickly before anything happens, and you stand back up. What are you gonna do?
All right.
Everyone else, you're still completely passed out. Like, I mean, this was a potent sleeping agent.
Tom's drooling on the ground.
If Zuke was awake right now, he'd be peeved. But instead, he's sleeping like a babe.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll for that with my rapier.
All right, roll a hit.
That is a 21.
21, you'll hit. All right, so did you go to one of the guards carrying a glow stick, one of the guards with one of the heavy crossbows?
Blow stick, probably. I'm tired. I don't want to be put to sleep.
A glow stick?
A blow stick.
His glow stick.
Yeah,
We're actually in a rave.
Oh, that's the big twist. What do I do for... Sorry, I haven't done this in a while. That's going to be a 9 on damage.
All right, so you're able to somehow get around the chinks in this dude's like extremely heavy armor, and you slash him across. He's bleeding, but doesn't really do anything. And he pulls out a syringe and tries to hit you, tries to stab you with the syringe. What does 13 feel like?
On like a dexterity?
Just on like to hit.
Oh, like to try to hit me.
Try to hit you.
I got you now. My AC's 15.
15. Okay, so he misses with that. All the other guards carrying the blow sticks all fire at you again. Make another Constitution.
Let's do this again, boys.
Heck yeah.
Okay, that one is Constitution is +1. That one's a 13.
Okay, yeah, you pass out in the fatal.
Hey, at least I went out fighting. Hey everyone, it's Keaton here. Hope you're enjoying episode 2 of RPG Roulette. I think Noah's been doing a good job so far, and I think you're really going to enjoy what's coming up after this break. So the reason I'm interrupting you here is this is kind of the spot in the program where we would plug a sponsor if we had any. We don't yet, but I'm just kind of preparing it for when we do, or if we do, but hopefully we will. And I'm going to use it as an opportunity to kind of talk about what's going on behind the scenes on the show. You might have noticed this, it's been a little while since the last episode, about a month and a half, which that's on me. I took a month or so off and went to Australia for a little while, and with that I didn't really have as much time as I thought I was going to have to edit and work on these creative projects, so things got pushed back a little bit, and with that we're going to try to have episode 3 up by the end of August to get back onto our monthly release schedule. But yeah, that's about all I have in the behind the scenes realm. Make sure, if you're not, to follow us on Twitter at RPGRoulette, and you can follow my personal Twitter at Keaton Sample to keep updated with all the news on this show and all the stuff that I'm working on outside of this show too. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Let's get back to that episode.
The next thing you all know is you all wake up, restrained in beds in a white room. What do you do?
Kinky.
I sigh deeply and I just lay back down.
Did you say a white room?
It's a white room.
Can I look around?
Yeah, absolutely. Make a perception check.
14.
14. Okay, so the room is sterile and white all around you, with a harsh, bright light casting its ghostly presence into the room. You see that you are missing your weapons, and in a row of beds, and in the row of beds you see all of the people that you were in the arena with just now, and there's a door on the opposite side of the room.
Wait, so like the people we killed, or?
Oh no, just the four remaining people.
Hey, Kernix.
What did you just? What do you want?
You think you can break out of these chains?
He most definitely can, and he stands up and rips the ropes off him. I am Kernix of Dracarys, and no ropes will hold me. And he goes over and he rips up all of your guys' ropes. You're now all unrestrained.
Thank you, Dragon Man.
Thanks, buddy.
Of course, little one.
Now what?
I was told we were gonna get a prize, and I'm a little PO'd.
Wait, who told you there'd be a prize?
I mean, we won, so we get prizes, right? That's how the world works.
I don't think that's how this is gonna work. I think we're just someone's pawns.
Like in checkers?
Yes, like in checkers.
Cool.
Okay, whatever. I'll play along. I kind of yell up at the ceiling, and I go over to the door.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to go through it.
Okay, the door's locked.
I go, well, didn't see that one coming. Again, kind of like looking up as if someone's watching us. And I go, hey, big boy, want to bust on through?
I would be glad to. And he runs towards the door and slams right into it, and nothing happens. Oh, that is a heavy door.
All right, that's probably magic. Hey, hey, little guy, want to bust on through?
I'm sorry, did you see him just try to bust on through?
Yeah, not with your weak little arms, with your magic. Come on, try something.
Can I inspect the door? I want to, investigate it, see if it has any, see if I can find any weak points or something.
Yes, roll for investigation for me.
That's a 16.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so what you notice, the door itself seems fairly normal. It's just like a white wooden door. But right next to it, you see a little wooden panel that looks like it could be opened.
Am I tall enough to open it?
If you stood on your tippy toes, you should be able to.
So, okay, what kind of panel is it? What do you mean by panel?
It's just, there looks like there's a small rectangular divot inside the wall that looks like it could be opened up.
Okay. So is all of our equipment gone? Like, would my thieves' tools be gone?
Yes, I mean, you have nothing on you except for what you were wearing.
Okay.
Guys. I got this. Tom walks up to the door, and he knocks on it. Open.
The door does nothing.
Nice one.
I would have laughed so hard if you said the door just opened.
I rolled for it, and I gave it a DC of 12 that it would. Sadly, I only rolled a 2. But if it was, I seriously, I would have done that. That would have been fabulous.
Worth a try.
I'll open up the little thing.
No, Zuke's already opening it.
Oh, so Zuke is? Okay, go for it.
He's on his tippy toes, going.
All right, so you open it up, and then there's this weird silver key that doesn't have any ridges or anything on it, but there's just this silver key inside of it.
Is there a lock?
You don't see a lock, but you have a key.
Are there any hinges on the door?
Yes, there are.
Okay, well then, Zuke is going to cast Magic Missile. So it does its force, but it sends 3 darts.
Okay.
Each dart deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage.
Okay, yeah.
So that one's 2, 3, and 3.
Yeah, okay, so as the missiles, you kind of conjure them up, and then they each hit 3 of the hinges, and the door just kind of bows in, and so you could probably maneuver around it. It's not opened all the way, but it's falls mostly down, being held up by just one more hinge.
Cool.
Heck to the yeah.
Did you see that? I busted through.
Yeah, nice one.
Oh, grab the key! Grab the key!
I think Cedric will take the key.
All right, Cedric, you take the key. Good to know. Okay, so Do you guys walk through the door?
I use one.
Nah, I just I take a nap. Yes, I walk through the door.
Okay, so you walk through the door and you see a corridor running horizontally in front of you, with one way going east, one way going west.
Hey guys, guess what? Another maze. Woo!
Hey, Noah.
Yes,
I've got a really important question.
absolutely.
How long were we passed out?
How long were you passed out?
Yes.
Long enough that it was a few hours. I will let you effectively take a long rest. You can kind of reset.
Heck to the yeah.
You guys feel well, like strangely well rested. This sleeper agent was potent.
Hey everyone, I feel extremely well rested. I think that sleeping agent was well potent. I had to. I got to do it this time. Me.
All right, so you have a corridor running west and east. Where do you go?
Man, I have so many spell slots now. I can just fire them off left and right.
We're
reaches
east.
out his... Okay.
I start walking east.
Tom follows.
Zuke says, well, someone stepped into their britches, and follows.
All right, so you walk. I mean, it's not very far. You can tell this isn't a maze, but you're inside of a building, a very sterile building. Everything is, like, all the walls and the floors, everything is a very bright white. It's really sterile and kind of gross. So as you walk,
how can it be sterile and gross?
Like grossly sterile. Like you feel gross because you feel like you're infecting this sterilized place. As you walk, you get to this corner, and you see a corridor keeps going north, but behind you, there is an alcove with an ornate silver chair just resting there.
All right, who's sitting in the chair?
Tom goes and sits in the chair.
Thank you, Tom.
All right. So as soon as your butt hits the chair, you start seeing these pictures flash through your mind. You feel the magic from the chair go through your butt, up through your spine, and into your brain. And you see these strange pictures floating in your mind. You see the color yellow hiding behind a panel, the color purple demanding blood, and the color red enveloped in various skins. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Is he the only one who sees this?
He's the only one who sees this.
Okay.
So Tom, make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That's going to be a 9.
Okay, so the magic flowing through your mind is just too much for you to handle and begins to sear your psyche. Take 2d6 of psychic damage, please.
Yikes.
You wanna? Is he gonna roll that, or are you?
I'll let you roll that. I want you to feel this pain.
That's a 2, and that's a 6, so that's
All right.
8.
So take 8 psychic damage, and you immediately pull up off of the chair as if it threw you off.
Man, I thought Drogon burned that thing.
What were the words that just came out of your mouth, Tom?
Hey everybody, spoiler warning for the finale of the hit series Game of Thrones. Well, that didn't look fun.
I saw some colors.
Yeah, I'm sure
What colors?
I'm sure you did, buddy. Okay, anyone else want to sit in that, or you want to go down the other hallway?
Actually, Zuke does want to sit in the chair.
Okay.
Be my guest.
So, all right, so you sit in the chair, and then you see you see the same vision that Tom saw. You see strange pictures.
Can you repeat it so I can write
Yes,
it down?
absolutely. So the strange picture again floating through your mind. The color yellow is hiding behind a panel. The color purple is demanding blood, and the color red is enveloped in various skins.
Okay. And then do I have to make a wisdom saving
Yes,
throw?
make a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, because I have my gnome cunning, I have an advantage of all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic.
Hey, look at that. Take with advantage.
So that's a 14 plus 6, so that's going to be 20 in and of itself. But
Oh, I mean that'll be fine. That does it. All
My
right.
other
So
roll was a
you're
3,
able.
so-
The magic releases your mind and flows back from your head down your spine, not your butt.
Sweet.
Nothing like magic flowing out your butt.
Oh, that's normal everyday stuff for a wizard like me.
Is there anything else down here, or was it just like a blank
Don't
hallway?
read anything into that. That was just a weird statement.
There's a corridor going north, and then the corridor that you just came from.
Okay, so there is another corridor, so it like turns here.
Yeah, it turns, and you can keep going straight, or you can go back the way you came.
Now that everyone's had some fun, let's keep going. What do you think? Don't care. I'm going, and I walk down up the north.
Okay. Do you guys follow him?
See.
All right. So you walk forward, and then you get to this door blocking the path.
Do you see anything in that massage chair that'll help you out here?
What color is the door?
It's white.
That was not in the vision?
No.
Is there a lock on this door?
There is not a lock on this door, but there is a door handle.
Well, let's just open it.
I go to grab and turn the door handle.
All right, so as you open the door, you walk into a room that is pretty much empty except for chests surrounding the walls.
Okay. Can I just do like perception on these chests or investigation, I guess?
Sure, yeah, roll for investigation.
That's going to be, what's my investigation? +4, that's a 13.
Cool. Okay, so you're going to see pretty much everything you need to see. So, you start opening the chest, and you start to see all of your familiar items. You found your stuff. Your stuff was stashed away in these chests, so you can collect all your weapons and things again. But Cedric, on the far end of the wall, you see another panel.
Okay. So yeah, I guess I get all my stuff, and I strap on my rapier and everything, and I go and I just open up the panel.
Inside of the panel, there is a glowing yellow orb.
Hey, Magic Man, want to put your hands on this?
Well, first of all, Zuke is digging around in the chest, pulling out stuff. Like, you know, he reaches in, pulls out a scarf, and then he reaches in again with his other hand and pulls out like some pantaloons or something, and then he goes, "Puck, there you are!" and gets him and like puts him in his coat. And then he goes, "Okay, what did you want me to see?"
Cedric just points at the panel and the glowy orb.
Can Zuke make a Arcana check?
Of course you can.
Sweet.
Just a question, would he still have disadvantage because of his blurred memories, or are our memories, how?
No, okay, so with this, I guess what you're just trying to do is detect if it is a magical object, I'm assuming,
yes,
right?
That is what I'm trying to figure out.
That would not be, you wouldn't have disadvantage with that, because you can, if you roll high enough, you should hopefully be able to tell if it's magical or not.
I don't think that I've seen this thing before. I'm just trying to figure out, is this a magical item?
I have an important role I would like to do.
Well, I'm going to finish my roll first. That's 17.
17, okay. So you can tell that this thing is emanating an aura of magic, and it does not seem hostile at all.
Okay. Ooh.
Alright,
Zuke
for
does
my
pick
roll,
it up.
I have +3 animal handling, so I'm going to roll for Puck to like me.
Okay. Alright, roll to see if Puck likes you.
He's gonna like me a lot because I rolled a nat 20 +3, so 23.
Okay, so Puck kind of on Zuke is where is Puck, Zuke?
Pock. His name's Pock.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry, Puck.
Pock is inside of Zuke's coat. Right
Okay, so Puck kind of rears his little head from the folds of your coat, looks over at Tom, and like squeaks and smiles.
I give him a thumbs up.
Okay, so there's another door at the other end of this room, but that's pretty much everything in this room.
Did you take the orb?
Yeah, Zuke grabbed it.
Okay. Alright.
Let's head through the door, I guess.
It's the door we just came out of, right?
There's another door. There's the door you came in, and a door on the west side of the room.
Oh,
Upward
gotcha.
and downward.
Yep.
Tom walks through the door.
Cool.
That didn't make any sense whatsoever.
Kernix is like, "I'm following the funny man," and walks towards Tom.
Who's he referring to, me or Tom? I don't know.
Most definitely to Tom. So you walk out the door, and you come to a corridor. You see that there is a white door on the west, or the corridor keeps going east. You guys are coming from the south. You see to your left, there's a door. To your right, there's more corridor. What do you do?
What do you think, guys? Door?
Door.
Door.
I open the door.
Okay, the door is locked.
Oh, boy.
Good thing we have a key.
Yeah, actually, I pull out the... I'm going to save the key. I don't know what its deal is. It might be a one-time use. I have thieves' tools now that I got my stuff back. I want to try to see if I can, like, pick it open.
Sure, go right ahead.
Okay, and what do I roll? It's a dexterity check with thieves' tools, right?
Yeah, because you're using your dexterous little fingies.
Yeah, my little fingies.
Dexterous little fingies.
Just little fingy.
And I have proficiency, so that's going to be an 18.
18.
Ooh.
The
He's
door
got
unlocks.
real good little fingies.
Cool. All right, I say, after you, gentlemen, and I kind of
Zook
open
compliments you on your fingies.
All right, so as you open the door, inside this room, you see 4 humanoid beings wearing head-to-toe white robes and white masks, all working at various benches and tables. They haven't noticed you yet. What do you do?
it. Ooh. Okay.
Hello, friends.
Okay.
So all 4 of these white-robed beings look at you and... The champions have escaped! Grab them! Roll for initiative.
Alrighty.
That's a big old 3.
That's a 15.
5.
Wow, everybody rolled really bad except for the scientist dudes.
Hey, 15's not bad.
Ooh, now we know that they're scientists.
Compared to a 20 and a 16, it's not very good.
Okay.
Hey, 16's only 1 higher. I used my 20 to become friends with a chipmunk.
Okay, so all 4 of the scientists all rush you guys carrying syringes. And they're all going to try to hit you. Let me roll 4 d20s real quick. Okay, so
Before they attack, can I do try and intimidate them? Can I
Sure.
do an intimidation?
Absolutely. Make an intimidation roll. How are you
Alright.
trying to intimidate them
So I'm
exactly?
gonna be, hey, we won against all those guys in the pit. We'll win against you guys too if we fight.
Make the roll, please.
It's
Very
gonna-
eloquently said.
It's gonna be an 11.
An 11. Okay, 2 of the scientists drop their syringes and turn around and run away. The other 2 are still coming towards you, but both of them don't look very happy.
That went a lot better than I expected.
Bunch of cowards.
So, Tom, one of the scientists runs up to you and tries to poke you with a syringe. Would a 13 hit?
A 13 is not going to do it.
13 is not going to hit. Okay, so he kind of swings and he misses. What was the... So, I'm assuming, Cedric, were you in the front whenever you opened the door, or who walked into the room first?
I kind of opened the door and said, after you, and let the other guys walk in.
Cool, so I'll let the Dragon Man go, and he gets stabbed with the syringe. And, but nothing happens to him. He pulls it out. Looks like he's kind of hurt, like it poked him, but he looks fine. Cedric, what do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna speak to these guys and be like, don't kill them both. They probably know something. And I'm still gonna try to, I don't know how much health these guys have, so I'm gonna try to slash at the legs of one of these beings to try to immobilize it with my rapier.
Okay.
If I can.
You can most definitely try.
That is, yeah, that's a 20. Not a nat, but that's a 20 to hit.
Okay, yeah, no, that most definitely hits.
Okay, and my damage is 8.
8, okay. So you swing at this guy, you hamstring him, and he falls prone.
Okay.
What does Tom do?
Tom's gonna attack with his scimitar.
Okay.
I'm gonna attack the guy that's still standing.
All right, go ahead. Roll the hit.
I rolled a 16.
16 hits.
Sweet. Let's do damage. That's gonna be 6 damage.
6 damage. All right, so you slash this guy right across his chest. His white uniform is now blood-stained. Not dead, but he's not feeling well. Zuke, what do you do?
Zook is going to... throw a. How far away is Zuke from the scientists?
From the two of the scientists ran to the opposite end of the room and are going to attempt to escape here in a second. The other two are like within 10 or 15 feet from you guys.
I'll tell you what, Zuke's going to use Magic Missile as a level 2 spell.
Okay.
And so it's going to add a dart. And so it's going to do 2 darts at one of the fleeing scientists and 2 darts at the other.
Okay.
9 plus 5 is going to be a 14. Does that hit?
That most definitely hits.
Sweet. Okay. The first one is going to take 10 damage.
Both of those darts fly through the back of his head. He collapses dead.
Sweet. And then here's the other 2. That's going to be 8 damage.
Okay, so these ones fly through the shoulders of the other guy, and he stumbles, and it looks extremely hurt.
Zuke yells, "No escape!"
Kernix roars and takes a swing with his battle axe at the other one the other standing one that's near you guys. He hits and cuts the head off of the other of the standing scientist. The scientist who is on the other side of the room, he escapes. I was kind of rolling to see if he could, and he's able to hurriedly get through the door and close it behind him. The one on the floor is bleeding out and is not doing anything. Cedric, what do you do?
Okay, so in my gear, I have a poisoner's kit.
Okay.
So I'm going to line one of my daggers with poison, and I'm going to kind of,
Okay.
I'm going to just go ahead and just poke him with it. I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to, like, insert some poison into him.
Okay.
And yeah, so poison in 5th edition basically just gives them disadvantage on everything. It doesn't actually deal, like, damage
Gotcha.
every turn.
Yeah. All right. So
Do you want me to
I'm
roll
gonna-
anything? Or since I'm, like, right on top of him?
Do you have is there like a certain Constitution saving throw or anything that he would have to make against it, or is it just like an automatic poisoning? If it is.
Yeah, I can just, like, poison my blade so that it can apply poison. It doesn't say anything about Constitution.
Again, this dude is like lying on the floor, so he's poisoned.
Okay, cool.
So y'all are out of combat now. The other guy, since you hamstrung him, he's kind of just there.
Okay, wait, so did the other one die already?
Oh yeah, one of them, yeah, Kernix cut the other one's head off.
Gotcha.
Zuke blasted the other guy's brains out. The other guy escaped.
All right.
But
Sorry,
this third guy is...
I was reading how poison works. Cool. All right, then I think I want to, like, try to flip him over. And so you said it's like a humanoid creature?
Yes.
Okay.
But you can't tell because he's wearing a mask.
All right, I'm gonna take his mask off.
All right, so underneath is this just quivering goblinoid, just like.
All right, and I'm gonna take up my blade and be like, so here's the deal. I just inserted some poison into you, and looky here, and I lift a little blue vial. I say, I've got the antidote. Unless you want to end up like your friends, you're gonna tell me and my friends what the hell's going on here.
Okay.
That was your one.
Please.
That was your one.
Yeah, that was my one cuss, guys.
Okay, roll for intimidation with advantage.
I'm saving mine for a special occasion.
Okay, 14's definitely better than a 2. Then what's my intimidation? I've got +5 intimidation, so that's a 19 because it's charisma.
Okay, so this guy's like, please don't kill me, you champion of the arena, please don't. I'm only following the orders of the necromancer. We're just doing research for him. Please don't kill me.
All right, who's this necromancer fella?
I don't know, I've never met him. It's just his armed guards with the gargoyle insignias. Just bring us the books and we do what the books say.
Zuke walks over to him and just kind of like looks at him straight in the eyes and says, "Okay, now I'm going to level with you. I'm going to say a name, okay, and you just nod if the necromancer's name is or is not the name that I say, okay?"
Okay.
Okay, is it Terry?
No, it's not Terry.
Okay. Well, that's good. I hate Terry. I just hate Terry.
Who's Terry? Okay,
He doesn't answer.
okay, that's
He
fine.
just like walks away.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at him again. I'm gonna say, all right, you seem to know who we are. You keep referring to us as champions. Do you know how we got here? Do you know why we're here?
When are we gonna get our prize, my dude?
Prize? The prize was surviving.
That's a terrible prize.
I was already doing that.
You were randomly selected from the kingdom. We're running experiments and we needed people, but we only wanted the strongest to make it through to the second round. Y'all made it through the arena, so you're now part of the second round.
Okay, one last question for you, buddy. What's your name?
That's
not the last question. This is another question.
Okay, my name is Ikma.
Okay, Ikla. Now this one's really important. Listen here.
Uh-huh.
How do we get out of here?
Okay, just go out that door. There's gonna be a passage. You're gonna see there's gonna be the basin room on the left. You take a right, and then you go through the door. But you have to go and get the orb from the basin first, or you can't get out.
Well, thank you. And I slice his throat.
And he and dies.
I was going to ask him where his name came from.
Sorry.
Such a pretty name.
And I wipe my blade off and I sheath it again. And I say, you want to follow the words of this dude who trapped us? Or you want to go through that door where the other ones ran?
Well, I'd like to follow the one who I shot. Because I yelled there's no escape, and then he escaped, and I just really don't like to be proven wrong. So...
Fine with me. Let's go.
Alright, so you walk through the door. You see a blood trail going down. It goes into the path, and you see a black door on your left, and the path of blood going down a corridor to the right.
I guess we could follow the blood.
Yeah, sounds good.
Follow the bloody trail.
Alright, so you follow the trail, and then you get to another door. It is a white door. There's blood on the door handle.
Gross.
That's not sanitary.
So before we go in, I want to just try to listen through the door.
Okay, make a perception check.
Okay. What's my perception? Perception. It's +3. It's a 10.
Okay, so you just hear footsteps and like clanking of metal through the door, but you can't really make anything else outside of that.
Right. There's something going on in there for sure. Can't really tell what. Want to head in?
Yeah, and then Zuke mage hands the door.
Okay, so the door opens, and inside of the room, you enter the room and you see two scientists observing this giant monster of a beast chained up in front of a large iron door. You see the third bloodied scientist talking to them frantically. What do you do?
Zuke is going to shoot a firebolt at the one that he already shot.
Okay, roll the hit.
Okay, does he get a surprise attack or anything?
Yeah, this would be a surprise attack, so you can roll with advantage.
So it's going to be 2d10 fire damage.
You know what? I mean, he had 2 HP left, so
I got 10.
So explain to us how this fireball just kills this dude, if you want to.
Well, first off, Zuke says, "I never tell a lie," and then just like shoots. He holds out the red egg, and then like shoots a fireball out of the end of it, and it soars through the air, and it doesn't go directly to him. It kind of like goes up in the air. So like he like looks up. And as he's looking up, the fireball redirects and goes underneath his chin and just like straight up through his head.
Gotcha. Okay, and so like he explodes, and then the other two guys go, "Oh no! The champions have escaped!"
What do you think he was talking about when he ran in here?
Quick! Release the mauler! And they go to, they will start running towards the monstrosity. What do you guys do?
I got this, guys. Nobody do anything.
What in the God's name is a mauler? I mean, I'm assuming he mauls.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals, and I wanna talk to this thing that we're about to be attacked by.
Okay.
We're gonna have a chat.
Okay, cool. So
that's the voice of a DM who didn't expect that.
No, not at all. All right. So, what do you say to this monstrosity?
Can you give me a little more, like, what exactly is it? Like,
Okay. So, this beast that you see chained before you is very grotesque. It's got 4 legs and 2 giant arms. You see that the beast seems to be made of like a patchwork of different sorts of skins sewn together, and its 2 large arms have giant metal scythes fused into it. It's roaring, and even though it's not technically an animal, some of the skins that were used were animal skins, so I will allow you to probe this monster's mind.
okay. And just the spell also says they can communicate back.
Okay, yes, no. I figured.
If Zuke casts Major Image and turns Hunter into one of those things, would he have advantage?
Yes, most definitely.
Cool. Zuke's gonna cast Major Image without telling Hunter about it, or I'm sorry, without telling Tom about it, and so you just kind of become one of these things.
Sweet.
But don't touch it, because if you touch it, it'll know it's an illusion.
Alright, I won't. No touching.
No touching. No touching.
All right, so what do you say to the mauler, Hunter?
Hey, are you being kept here against your will?
This they made me. I did not exist before the White Ones forged my flesh.
Cool. So, what do you like to do?
I like to consume the flesh of others.
Well, guess what? You know how you could consume a lot of flesh, so much flesh, lots and lots of flesh.
How?
If you were not trapped here, if you were outside, there's tons of flesh, like thousands and thousands of flesh, and you could consume all of it. Every bit of it, you consuming, nom nom nom.
Zuke leans over to Kernix, and he has no idea what he's saying. He can't understand. And so Zuke just leans over to Kernix and goes, I think it's going quite well.
Yeah, I like to imagine, like, the original monstrosity is still, like, wraithing and crazy, and then Tom's version is just, like, moving his hands as he speaks, like a sane person, like, huh?
Tom, I need you to make a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Heck yeah, that's gonna be a 20, but not natural.
Okay.
My friend, I will help you as long as you help me get to the 1,000 flesh of outside.
And so the monster rips itself from the chains, uses its giant scythe arms, and just like impales the other 2 scientists. And just like eats them right in front of you.
Friend, to get to the
Sweet.
door, you must need this.
And he opens his mouth wide, and a red glowing orb floats out of its mouth, and then goes towards the illusioned monstrosity of Tom.
Enveloped in various skins. I get it. I was thinking it had to do with wine, but this is way better.
Cedric just was like, I can't believe that worked.
Noah, speaking right now,
Okay.
that did not expect that to work at all. That was the most amazing thing in the world. I had this huge battle ready for you guys, but that was so much better.
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
I knew that spell would come in helpful.
Yeah, Cedric, like, had his hand on his rapier, then he just lets go and goes, okay, are there any more doors in here?
There's the door that you came in, and then the giant iron door that's where the monstrosity was chained. Now it's kind of just walking around.
Okay, so, like, there's nothing behind it, that's just where he was.
Yeah. I mean, what was behind it is the giant iron door.
Alright, well, I reckon we'll need another orb. Is he gonna fit through this door?
I mean, this door is huge.
No, I mean the door we came out of to go back where we were.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, he could try to smash through the wall, but no, he will not fit through the door itself.
So there's no way for him to leave this room?
No.
All right, big guy, we're gonna come back. We'll see you soon.
Okay. At this point, I just swiftly exit the room before anything happens.
Okay, so you walk back into the corridor and you see behind you a black door. There was the black door that was... you followed the blood trail. You follow the blood trail back to where you can go back into that room with all the dead scientists, or there's a black door.
Do you see anything about a black door in that massage chair?
Let me see. There is red. There's yellow.
We got red and we got yellow.
I think it was purple, wasn't there? Was it purple?
There was a purple one that needed some sort of blood. This is more black, though. I think we're safe if we just walk in.
Okay. I go to open the door again.
It is locked.
Hey, big surprise. Is there a lock I can try to pick again?
No. There's a weird slot in the middle of the door, but there are no, locks.
Yep, okay. Pull out the key and I put it in the slot.
And the door just kind of, evaporates into shadow.
Including the key?
Yes.
Saw that. Alright. What's behind where the door was?
All right.
A new car!
As you enter into this dark room, you see a glowing purple orb floating above a black pedestal.
Oh, it's only half a car.
So you said this thing needs blood?
Tom takes out his scimitar and pricks the end of his finger.
Tom breaks out in a seminar. He's like,
Tom
sets
up a portable board where he can display his various flannel board infographics.
Today I'm going to be teaching about the effects of weed on the brain.
Oh, I'm interested.
Something I know a lot about.
No, Tom pulls out his scimitar and he pricks his finger.
Okay.
I got this, guys. He goes up and he starts rubbing his blood on the orb.
So you start rubbing the blood on the orb, and it starts dripping down into the pedestal below it. As it's dripping down, you see that there's a pool of blood underneath it. Then all of a sudden, the orb starts glowing really bright. A skeletal hand kind of comes out of the blood and turns itself towards you, and you hear this raspy voice saying, "The sacrifice has been made." And the hand grabs the orb and hands it to Tom.
Man, I'm on fire tonight.
Wait, okay, did the hand move in a puppet-like way? Did the hand shoot out and look around,
Yes.
With four fingers and a thumb?
I wish you all were here because I made it come out of my hand. It looked at all of you, looked at Tom and said, "The sacrifice has been made," and then handed it to him. And then it disappeared back into the blood.
Thank you very much.
Are we in the Muppets right now? Is that what's going on?
Do you see any other colors? You think we got them all?
Well, we have yellow, we have red, and now we have purple. I think that's it.
Sounds right to me.
Alright, I go back out. And so...
I kind of want to go sit in that chair again.
Was there another direction to go here, or only where we came?
No, it's just there was the black door, the big iron, there was the room with the monster, and then the room where the scientists that you slaughtered were in.
I guess we go back. So, back when we went into the room with the scientists, we could have continued going down that corridor, so I guess we should go there.
Okay, so you guys go back through, you go through there, and there's a long corridor there, and then you see that it circle there. You get, after probably about 5 minutes of walking, you get to a pass where you see a door, this corridor is a lot larger and a lot, the ceiling is a lot higher than what you have experienced so far, and there's a big door with a smaller door inserted into it to your right, and then the path just goes forward.
Upward and downward. Tom starts walking forward.
Forward, so away from the big door.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Again, I don't understand what that means.
So there's a big wooden door, and then there's a smaller wooden door carved into the big wooden door.
So, okay, guys, here's the deal. We're definitely in some sort of big game, some big, level 1, level 2 nonsense. They want us to go through this door, I think, with those special little orbs we got, but let's I think we should keep going. I'm not much of one for doing what other people want me to do. I don't like being a pawn and all this, so I want to go and try to see if there's any...
Is that like one of your character traits?
Yeah, sure.
Did Zuke ask that to Cedric?
Yes, Zuke did ask that to Cedric.
So, you can go through this door, keep playing this game, but I'm going to keep looking around. I feel like we haven't seen this whole place yet.
Yeah, and I'm still not absolutely sure that these orbs aren't made of rock candy, so I'd like to carry them around a little bit more.
Well, if everybody else is going onward, so will I.
The Dragon Man just nods and follows you guys.
Okay, let's just ignore this big door and keep going.
Alright, so you head back north, and eventually you loop around to another door where you hear the same clanking of metal that you heard earlier.
Oh, boys.
Okay, what are the odds? What are the odds that this is the same one?
Hello.
You open the door and you see the monster again. You're at a door on the other side of the room where the monster was. The monster looks around and looks at you, and even though you are not in your monstrosity form anymore, Tom, it still recognized your hello, and you can still communicate with it, and he says,
Is that you, friend?
Sure is.
Friend, did you find the other orb?
We did, so we are well on our way to getting you out to where you can have your Thanksgiving.
Hurry, come closer, come to the iron door.
Sure. I go to the iron door.
okay, and so you just see this giant iron door, and there are 3 divots within the door that look like they could hold something.
Ah, I see. It's this. This is the door they want us. Okay, I see.
Okay,
whatever.
I think that these need to go red, yellow, violet, purple. I'm just following the color spectrum. The Roy G. Biv, some might say.
Who's that?
That sounds right to me.
Alright, so as soon as the orbs touch the door, it begins to violently creak and shake. The door begins to part, and it opens up, and once again you see the sky. It's dark and full of storm clouds, lightning flashing and thunder roaring. After a flash, you see in the distance a dark spire eerily rising into the storm, being circled by large winged beasts. The 4 of you take a step forward with the giant Mauler walking behind you, and you walk outside.